inspiration, education, action. This is the Seeds to Success Show with Ben Godinez on Money 105.5.
Put the cheeseburger down. Stop eating double cheeseburgers and driving. You're not going to want to after you see this show. Welcome to the Seeds to Success Show. I am your host and Insurance 101 guy, Ben Godinez with Gateway Insurance Group. Take the if out of life and learn to live. We have an exciting show lined up for you guys as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are also on Facebook Live right now on the Seeds to Success page. So get online right now and check us out behind the scenes. I see a few people joining us right now. If you're watching this in post-production, by the way, you're watching this because of GVTH Productions. They're my film production company that splices together multiple different angles to make this look all pretty and, you know, make sure that we have good angles. Right, Gina? So make sure you subscribe to the Ben Godinez YouTube channel so you can watch this in post-production. And contact GVTH today for all your real estate and video marketing needs. Follow them on social media. Go view this home and give them a call at 916-207-2097. All right. What are we talking about today? We're talking about nutrition and fitness equals success. You cannot live a happy and fulfilled life if you're unhealthy. And that's why I brought on Guy and Gina today, who are experts in nutrition and fitness. So let me give them a little bit of a formal introduction before I have them speak. But Gina, I've known for many years, actually. She's a certified personal trainer in Elk Grove, and also Best of Elk Grove winner 3 times, okay? 2012, 14, and 15. And she has 8 different certifications, not to mention her bachelor's and a new mommy.
Yes.
So say hello, Gina.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Guy, retired Belgian Air Force colonel, grew up in Africa, lived in Belgium, NATO commander, and has spent the last 22 years of his retirement, essentially, educating people about nutrition and living a healthy lifestyle. So welcome to the show, Guy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, let me turn my Facebook Live video around so they can see everybody. Say hello there. Very good. All right. Well, hey, again, we're talking about fitness and nutrition, and it's absolutely essential if you guys are going to live a successful life. So let's talk a little bit about what the American diet really consists of, okay? Like, what does the average American eat and what they think is a natural diet?
Well, I guess when we say fast food nation, I really feel that's what our nation has come down to. I mean, so many of us are just going for fast food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's kind of the norm. And what's hard are that these children, these innocent children, are being subjected to this fast food day in and day out. Half the time, they don't know what natural ingredients are. They don't know that fruits and vegetables actually grow out of the ground. They don't know what simple ingredients like flour are, because we're just filling their bodies with all this artificial stuff that has a ton of preservatives that's mass produced. And really, it's kind of scary how sick our kids are nowadays when it comes to diabetes and obesity. I mean, childhood obesity is at a high, and our autoimmune diseases keep on rising. And it is from all of these bad foods that we're eating day in and day out.
It's terrible.
Yeah, and I have to say that it's also a worldwide problem. I mean, really, when you travel around the
America,
world right now,
yeah.
it's not, I mean, still, United States is still doing pretty bad. Honestly, we're not the number 1 anymore. Right. Mexico is number 1 in obesity.
Oh, wow.
So Mexico now has beat us by about 0.5%, but it's really a problem everywhere. Even in China now, you have problem with diabetes and obesity. You would never thought that. So you're right. When you travel and you see that is the McDonald's and the fast food and the Starbucks or whatever, that you have a long line, no wonder we have this problem of diabetes and the children, who's really the future generation, who's really getting that disease.
That's right. It's crazy because you drive down any city block and you see at least one fast food or you know, I don't even want to say fast food anymore. It's just crappy food. And when you have that readily available and it's cheap and inexpensive, it makes it so much easier for people to just make that decision that they're going to grab their bagel and coffee or their donut and, you know, whatever, mocha latte, double, triple caramel frappuccino, 19,000 calorie drink. Okay. So what then? Okay, so if we have all these fast food restaurants in every corner and stuff, then how can we integrate nutrition and fitness into our busy lives?
Well, first, I think we need to educate, and that's partly why Guy and I are here today, to educate the public on the importance of whole food nutrition and getting your nutrition from whole food. I mean, that's by far the most important thing, is educating ourselves so we can educate our kids. And secondly, fruits and vegetables. I mean, you go to fast food, they don't have any fruits and vegetables at McDonald's. I mean,
you have a yogurt parfait.
Yeah, with a ton of extra sugar added.
Right.
But we're not getting it, and it's so crucial to our health. And I don't know if you want to expand on that, Guy.
Well, yeah, what it said is really that, as a matter of fact, talk about fast food nation, there's a book that everybody should get it. It really show what happened even since the 50s, and really how the fast food get kind of connected with even the car business, and make sure that, you know, all the highways had a fast food at every corner and so forth. And that's why the trail industry, the train industry, really, railroads and all that kind of went down. It was like the big industry back in the beginning of last century. But it went down because it was that union between fast food and the car industry that really got into it. And now you can find that everywhere. And you even have those kids, playground and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, when you're talking about that it's cheap, honestly, might be a little cheap, but it's not that cheap. And what about investing in your health?
Right.
It's not cheap to be sick.
Right. That's exactly right. I mean, I'd say the same thing for insurance policies, right? Because that's what I do every day. But it's like, yeah, you can save $5 a month and have the minimum coverage. But when you have a claim, you're going to spend 5 times as much. In fact, you're going to spend probably 1,000 times more. I just spoke with somebody yesterday that, you know, they got a cheaper policy, and then they're calling me and saying, hey, I might be sued because I don't have enough coverage. What do I do? I'm like, it's too late. You can't. It's cheaper for prevention than it is to fix the actual cause, right? It's cheaper to eat healthy than it is to, go and solve cancer. Mm-hmm. Is that right? So
investing a little at the beginning is so, in the long run, people will save so much, because it's even over-the-counter medication. Think about it. It's not even the cancer, the heart disease or whatever. It's not even you got to see the doctor. But the common cold, the common headache and all that is costing the American industry billions of dollars.
Right. So
just taking care of that could save your job, could save billions in the corporation, because if you don't work, you don't get paid either. Right. So when they say it's cheap for fast food, I like to tell the people, really look into the long term. Look what's going on and invest a little more in good nutrition and exercise and all that. It will come back to you 100-fold. It's really, like you say, it's the true health insurance.
Right, exactly. So what are we supposed to have then? What is the recommended diet?
Well, the recommended is 7 to 12 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. And I actually did a survey with my personal training clients who I've counseled on nutrition and health and, the right way to eat. And even they are getting an average of 3 to 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. So that is under the minimum amount that we need to protect our bodies.
A quarter of what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. And if we're not fueling our bodies with the right types of food and micronutrition, it's going to backfire on us. And we're seeing that. We are really seeing that. So 7 to 12. And if you exercise, and this was huge eye-opener for me, if you exercise anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes a day on an average weekly basis, you actually need 16 to 18 servings. 16 to 18 servings.
That's why I failed my nutrition class.
Something
That's
I like to
unreal.
add also quickly on that is that it has to be, because sometimes people lie to themselves, it has to be vine-ripe, raw fruits and vegetables. And the variety, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, I eat my fruits and vegetables, but it is cooked. Or steamed. Steam is not that bad, but it is cooked. So they kind of lie to themselves. It's not that lie to us, but it's a lie to ourselves. And also, like I say, it has to be vine-ripe. That didn't get all the nutrients.
So that means basically like having your own personal garden and picking the tomatoes and then cutting it up and putting that on your sandwich. Like vine-ripe, not like it was picked in, Argentina when it was green, and then it came here 6 weeks ago, and then it became ripe in the store. Is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Exactly.
It's sickening. Okay. Especially because I'm not getting that either. All right. Well, the problem is with all of this, like, how do you actually integrate that? Because for some of us that don't have a farm on our property or a garden, or that don't live next to the farmers markets and such, like, how are we supposed to integrate 7 to 12 vegetables and fruits in our day? Like, I can't even eat that much food. I mean, and I juice once in a while, and when I do, it's a bag of groceries. It usually costs about $30, and I can juice for like 3 days. Yep. And that's for one meal, and it takes me literally, without exaggeration, about 30 minutes to make a juice, between getting the thing set up and juicing it and then cleaning all of it. That takes so long. So anyway, when we come back here in the second segment, we're going to talk about how we can actually integrate this. For the last minute, guys, can you tell me just a little bit more about yourselves personally, just a minute each, Gina?
Well, I'm a new mommy. I have a 15-month-old, and her name is Kaylee. My husband, she's my little sweetie.
She's adorable.
I love her. And I also love my husband, Ben. He's actually here with us in the studio today. There he is. He's a firefighter for Sac Metro, and I am very proud of him. And a little bit of my background is I'm a personal trainer, and I specialize in group fitness as well as metabolic training. And a lot of people ask me, hey, where does your passion come from? Well, my passion actually stems from my childhood, watching my mom and the way that she would exercise and eat healthy, and how happy she was all the time and just fulfilled. And I wanted to be like that. And, I don't think we realize as parents how much we have an impact on our children, but really part of who I am is because of her. And I also was a former competitive gymnast. So a lot of my dedication and hard work and empathy towards my clients and the hard work and dedication they put in is really inspiring to me. And it's just my goal to educate them and to not only help them feel good, but to change them from the inside out.
Right. Okay. And then Guy, just another minute on like who you are and how you got into nutrition after being an Air Force pilot.
Well, as you mentioned, I grew up in Africa first, so I grew up with a lot of raw fruits and vegetables. I mean, vine ripe right there in my garden. Talk about the mangoes and the bananas and the berries. I mean, delicious. I mean, I'm telling you, not what we find in the store right here, because that's the key thing also is the variety. Fast forward, joined the Air Force. I have an engineering degree in aerospace and electrical engineering. Came here as an exchange officer program, became a NATO commander, etc. And long story short, but this is especially for a lot of the people that travel. When you travel, what is the number one health issue? The gamma rays, where people don't know. And gamma rays can end up cause even cancer and so forth. And that's what you see.
Like from the sun through the airplane?
Totally. It goes right through the plane. There's being proof that's been done on both sides of the Atlantic. Most people don't know that. Still some pilots are not even aware. But pilot, business people, people that travel a lot, they have to take care of it. And that's why for me, that was my wake-up call. I lost 2 of my men to brain tumor in the early 30s. And that's why I got back into the nutrition, especially to all my brothers and sisters in the military who's listening right now. We don't get good food at the base.
Right.
So that's why I decided to really get some better stuff and get into the nutrition as a passion to help my guys and everybody else. And it's rock and roll since.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to unpacking this health and nutrition for your success. Stay with us here on the Seats of Success show, brought to you by Gateway Insurance Group.